I've been promising people I'd get this thing done here and make a video on my Project M camper here of the solar system. I put this in for probably under $4,000, probably more like 3,500. Probably is a real close figure to it. Everything's probably other than one or two items maybe was bought off by Amazon. Anyway, these are my solar panels. They're 500 watt each, which equals to 1,000 watts of solar power. When you buy the Project M camper, they come with this little attachment here where you can wire in, and the wiring's internal in the roof on down, and then you have to connect it all. But anyway, this is basically I took a L-frame, as you can see here, and put one in there and one up there, and I put a flat bar here, and then I bolted everything in and then plugged it in. So that's my 1,000 watt solar panels. They're the flexible kind. I got room probably for two more. I could probably put one panel right there across and another one up there, but I believe this is more power than I ever need. So that's my solar panels. Again, this is the Project M four-wheel campers. They're made in California. And this is a lot of work in progress yet. But you can see up ahead there, I got my Dometic. One side could be freezer or refrigerator. You can have one or the other, or both freezer or both refrigerator, whichever combination you want. Anyway, let me climb up in here. That solar panel power comes in this black strip down in underneath here. And you can see I've got all my wiring going up into this control box here. I made this control box myself. And I got 12.8 volt batteries. They're 280 amperes. They're the lithium ion batteries. So that gives me 560 amp hours of power. I've got a little microwave here that I've installed right there. And this is a new wave. It's, I think, 3, 6, and 800 watts to run that. It's got induction, precision induction cooktop. You could actually have a hot pan right here boiling water, and you could put your hand right here while it's boiling. That's what I like about this new wave. It's keeps things pretty cool. But right now I got my Project M. I haven't got it raised up. But let me go through what I've done here. Kind of explain how I kind of built this. On the side here, from the batteries, you can see I put in a fuse there. You always want a fuse within a foot or so of the battery. And I also put another fuse right here for the batteries. And everything is going up. I've got the main disconnect switch. I put in a main disconnect switch here. This is strictly for the inverter. And then I got another switch up here, which is for 12 volt system. I can run one or the other or both at the same time. It doesn't matter. I'll switch and check settings before turning on the solar disconnect. I got another one here that says warning, charge your inverter caps first. You gotta, anything with 3,000 above inverters, they recommend that you put in a 5 ohm resistor, and that's to stop the inrush of power going into your inverter and stop the inrush on your batteries. And that's what this little button switch right here is. You push that in and you hold it anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds. And that charges your cap so you don't get an inrush when you're on your batteries. Okay, let's go ahead and fire up. So the first thing you do is step 1 is press that button 3 to 5 seconds. And then you can turn on your main disconnect here. And now we powered up the inverter. And then the next step is to is your status here. You got to stand by in a status. And now we're on standby. And then you've got your solar, 2 switches here for your solar. One is your solar panel disconnect switch. When you turn this on, that powers up your solar panel. It's a disconnect, and this one here is your module, your battery. You actually want to turn this one on first. You can see the module there doing its thing. It's charging at 13.3 volts. And you want to make sure your settings in here correct before you turn on your solar panel disconnect switch here. So I turn that to the, this is the actual inverter right here. Right there's the inverter. My switch, the cap, this goes directly from the battery to, you can't see it, but I got a 5 ohm resistor in there, which goes straight to the inverter to charge up the inverter. I put some bus bars in here. That's the main bus bars that I put in. I got some other fuses in here for different things. I got my grounding dust bar, and I got my fuse box in there. And if you notice, there's no lights on any of them fuses, and that's because of the switch. Being in the off position. This is a control panel light I put in, so you can have a little bit of control light. This inverter, I kind of took this gray box here and made it myself. The air comes in here or out right there, and the air goes in right there. And that's also where all my plugs are. I got 4 plugs here where I can plug stuff in. I put a little light here on the side for lighting up the cabin in here. Anyway, just wanted to share what I built here so far. This was a little under 3,500, and I got quite a bit of power. And I wanted to share with you because I've had a lot of people asking me to do a video on it. So there it is. That's what I built. And it's more than enough power. I've used it already. I got a microwave here that I use. And I fired this up, and now you can see the microwave there. Very little power. I got my main box up in there. It's a double wide, but I also put this one here, this bunk here. If I want to pull over the side of the road without lifting my camper up, I could I'm going to get a cushion here eventually. And my bunk will be right there. Hello, welcome on in, guys. I'm 40 amp. Right there's a 40 amp controller. And it's controlling, it's powering up. When we started this at 13.3 and it's already at 13.4 volts. I've had this off for about 2-3 weeks. This is a work in progress. Eventually I'm going to have, right on top of the battery, I'm going to have a shelf, and this is all going to be cupboard space up inside here. And I'll put a sink and a stove on this side with some water and whatnot. But anyway, I have a lot of people been asking me to show my inverter. A lot of amp hours. 560 amp hours. That's quite a bit. Anyway, that's my Project M in progress. What I've got done on it so far. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you guys have any questions, ask it in my comment section. And I'll try to get back to you and answer that question. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And we'll catch you on the next one. Later, bye-bye, chat.